Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
The modern day Mr. Rogers.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
This is Ace and Friends.
Fun, funny, and fast. It's the Wednesday edition of Ace and Friends, which means it's Wednesday afternoon, which means we just got 2 more days and then a big Memorial Day weekend. I love Memorial Day weekend because it's the official. It's not the official. I need to stop saying it's official. What it is?
The unofficial.
It's the unofficial kickoff to summer. You know, summer's Memorial Day to Labor Day to me.
Yep.
You know, it's like excitement because the summer is here and you've waited for the summer to come along, and you got the pool and the lake and the boat and the things, and you know whatever you got going on in life, it's always better in the summer.
Yeah.
You know?
Summer body in check.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Just the fact that it's the summer. You feel good. It's warm. It feels a lot better than any other time of the year.
Speak for yourself. My summer body is ready.
In check.
Can't say.
Sunday, you got the Indianapolis 500. You got the Coca-Cola 600. It's just a winner all the way around. Mm-hmm. Stay up all night Sunday night just watching fast cars and drinking cold beers, man.
That's it.
What's that? One of my favorite things, if you'll pardon the expression, I saw a guy being interviewed a couple of weeks ago in Talladega. And they said, you know, what's the infield at Talladega all about? He said, fast cars, cold beer, and titties.
Yeah.
It's like that dude right there has nailed the weekend for him. So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Fast cars, cold beers. That's all he was worried about. I did want to share with you something that someone sent me. We've had this conversation a lot, it seems, lately, that I believe and have always believed in a pressure-packed situation were something to happen to the pilot, just like in the movies, I can get into a captain seat on a jet, you know, a 747, 737, whatever. And with, you know, someone telling me what to do, I can get it on the ground safely. Like, I mean, pretty safely. It's going to be ugly. It could be kind of a bit of a crash, but we can get it down.
Kind of a crash. Okay.
You know, maybe like some tires blow out. Maybe, you know, wing touches it, skids a little bit, whatever. But I got his message from a lady that said, hey, catching up on Ace and Friends. I also believe with good instruction, you could land a plane in an emergency. Rob won't even parallel park. And at one point, Riggins was afraid of airport parking, so I'm not sure they're the best barometers, end quote.
Maybe.
She's banned from listening now.
She what?
She's banned.
Sorry.
She's banned.
You've been banned from the show, ma'am.
Hey, no, listen. You're not the only stupid person out there. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. There are lots of others of us, so it's a whole gang of us out there. There's a whole gang of us. Right? But people, suddenly there are all these ideas for Rob that we've got to get into next. People have ideas for Tech D Rob. It's coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends. When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. This is Ace and Friends.
Okay, Riggins, if I had to quickly recap for everybody some of the stuff, the interesting stuff we've learned about Tech D Rob lately. Well, was it yesterday, day before, that we learned that Rob puts all of the condiments on the bottom of a hamburger?
Yeah.
So that way they touch his tongue first when he bites.
They touch in the right order.
Right. So everything touches his tongue in the proper order.
That was one. We found out a couple weeks ago that he doesn't want to go down a slide. He's really scared to go down a slide.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Yeah.
We found out that he's never parallel parked in 38 years of his life.
And the day we wanted him to do it, I thought he might have had a breakdown. If I had insisted he do it, he either would have gotten really mad or had an emotional breakdown.
I just left. Get in the car to go
He
park.
just got in the car and driven off.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
You should have done that.
Now that I think about it, I wish I would have.
That would have been hysterical.
But there was somebody that messaged and says they think we should start a segment where Tech D Rob gives advice.
Oh, God.
Like people send in their questions and Rob gives advice.
Okay.
Now their theory was would be hilarious to hear advice that Rob would give because he's so unusual in the way that he deals with things. And I reading between the lines, I think part of what they think would be entertaining is hearing Rob give relationship advice, because Rob is very cut and dry on how he does things when it comes to a relationship. He does what he does, you do what you do. Never the two shall meet unless it's an emergency of some sort.
Yeah.
You know, he just
I always feel like I have a unique perspective on almost everything. Like nobody else sees things the way I do. So I think that it could be interesting, but probably mostly weird.
Yeah, I think that's true though, because especially in relationships, Rob, normally the reason you're in a relationship is because you care about and want to make the other person happy.
Well,
And that doesn't necessarily, sometimes it does, but not always does that factor into your thoughts about what you would do in situations.
that is true.
Would that be fair to say?
I would say that's fair.
I don't want to sound harsh. I
No.
I think sometimes Rob is just like, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
For which Riggins has always said he's a boss.
Absolutely.
So between Rob's butt rock song of the week that I think we've got to start doing after yesterday's conversation, and maybe some Rob's relationship, like we need to get like Rob's relationship roundtable or some kind of catchy name where you can ask him questions every week and he'll help you out.
He's the most interesting person in the world.
Fascinating, just
He really is.
fascinating. So maybe we'll work on that. If you have questions, just DM us at Ace at Large, at Ace Cannon Media. Send us your message. Hit us up any way you want to. Let us know that you have a question for Rob, and we'll see if Rob can answer your questions next week on Ace and Friends.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
Oh, get ready, because she's back. A little bit of a delay today. She needed a second to get ready. Paranormal Piper from Pineville, my sister, returns live from Pineville, Louisiana. Next.
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it, finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
She is back. My sister, Paranormal Piper from Pineville, returns to Ace and Friends. I'm trying to clap, Piper, and move the things up and down. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so if you've never heard Paranormal Piper, so my sister's name is Piper. She's 5 years younger than me. She is into the paranormal, ghost hunting, that type of thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Piper. Your third eye is open. You can sense things, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay, which is one of the reasons that I was excited to have you on today, because we're getting questions now. I know people have started following you on your social media, but one lady said, hey, can you ask Piper? I once heard a medium say that she received her gift at a young age after being electrocuted. She said as a child, she stuck a safety pin in a socket and was electrocuted. This opened her up to receiving the gift years later. I wondered if Piper has experienced being electrocuted. LOL. But what she means is, did you experience any type of moment where this happened, or like an incident that you think caused you to have this quote unquote gift?
Actually, it came from being a twin. When Peyton passed away, there was a connection between the two of us, and it's been scientifically proven that twins have a certain bond, can pick up on things that other people cannot.
Let me fill people in real quick to make sure everybody understands. So my sister Piper had a twin sister named Peyton. My daughter Peyton, who died 3 years ago, was named for Piper's twin Peyton. It's kind of confusing now that since both of them have passed away, but that's where that came from. So you think that would be the thing that gave you the gift, so to speak.
That's from the tests that the psychologists and all that have given me. They said that's how I received it, but the incident that set it off was our parents' divorce.
Oh, so it was a traumatic incident like that. Well, I guess being electrocuted would be a traumatic incident as well.
Yeah.
So, well,
Yeah.
sadly, our parents' divorce didn't give me that. It just got me some debt years later. But
Hey, it got me in debt too. Let me tell you.
You get something.
That's how
I
like
love those college loans. You know
yeah,
what I'm
there
saying?
you go.
that's how superheroes get started. Trauma, you know.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. Very similar to being a superhero. Okay, hang tight a second, Piper. We have more questions for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, more with Paranormal Piper from Pineville coming up next. Second.
This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue, and once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do the higher end shots.
Now 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Ace and Friends.
My sister is still on with us, as she is each week at this time. It's Paranormal Piper from Pineville. Her name is Piper. She's into the paranormal. She lives in Pineville, Louisiana, in our childhood home. So is there any ghost hunting coming up? I know is it a seasonal thing? Like, is there less ghost hunting in the summer?
We do it year round.
Okay.
The weekend of June 9th, my team is going to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia, but I'm not able to go because your nephew has been asked to perform at the Tupelo Elvis Music Festival.
Boom. My nephew, Jeremiah, he's 14, going to be an Eagle Scout in the next year or so. And he also he's a pretty good singer and performer, but he does Elvis. It's a tribute. I don't know. Impersonation is the wrong word.
Tribute. He's a tribute artist.
Yeah.
The difference between a tribute artist and an impersonator is an impersonator just gets up there and sings.
Yeah.
As a tribute artist, he studies the movement. He has costumes or outfits for each era of Elvis,
Right.
down to the exact replicas of jewelry, shoes, everything.
Wow.
How long are you going to let him interfere with your ghost hunting?
Good question.
Well, I was aggravated that it was the same weekend,
Yeah.
but I'd much rather support him than go do that, even though that was on my bucket list of places to go.
Man.
Look at this, though, man. I mean, we got to look at what all's going on in this family.
Yeah.
My sister's got the paranormal thing happening. My nephew is going to be an Eagle Scout, which is awesome. And he's an Elvis tribute artist at the age of 14. My brother-in-law is the baddest country guitar player in the region, in the area. He's really, really good. Like, really good. This is a well-rounded family. Piper, would it be fair? I think last week I referred to you as I forgot exactly how I phrased it, but somewhat of a redneck hippie paranormal. Would that be fair?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's kind of a redneck hippie paranormal person.
Okay.
There might be better words to use.
More bohemian than hippie.
Yeah, okay. More boho.
Still come bridge
boho.
with that part of it, not the redneck.
Well, I am a country girl.
That's right.
So,
Yeah, that's a nicer way to say it.
Talent
I'm
flows
a
within the
country
Cannon
girl.
family tree.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in the family. A lot of it.
Yeah.
It's all on her side. It's not on my side.
I mean-
and my sister
whatever.
can sing.
Mr. has a band.
Her degree's in
and
theater. She's got a degree in theater and a degree in elementary education.
Throw away yours. It sucks, Ace. compared to yours.
What, my degree in broadcast journalism?
Get rid of it. It sucks.
Might as well. Might as well. All right.
Wow. Another eye-opening segment. I mean, truly. Third eye-opening.
Ah.
Oh, I was drinking.
Yeah.
I was drinking when you said that.
No, it is.
It's a third eye-opening segment. All right. Well, go enjoy your day, and I'll check on you later, okay?
All right.
right,
Love
talk to you
y'all.
later. Love you.
Have
Bye.
a great day.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
Wow.
What, Riggins?
I mean, what is there to say that it hasn't already been said?
We'll do the good news next.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging,
Yeah.
no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is Ace and Friends.
So we were supposed to be doing the good news here, but Riggins just made a point that I find fascinating, and I want to know more. So a minute ago, when talking to my sister, we found out that my nephew, who's 14, he's an Elvis tribute artist, not an impersonator. And what did you say that was, Riggins?
I said, that's like splitting redneck hairs. I mean, she stopped you. She was like, oh, he said, he's an Elvis impersonator, right? And she goes, no. That would be this kind of person. He is a Elvis tribute artist.
And then she explained tribute, and it sounded like the exact same thing.
Yeah, because there's costumes and knows the songs and is able to perform them like the original artist.
Because he does different eras, I guess. Yeah. Yes, costuming and all for the different eras, right down to the jewelry, she said. An impersonator just sings the songs, I believe is what she said.
That doesn't make a bit of sense to me. It seems like the impersonator would be the one that tries to get it exactly right, and the cover artist would be the one who just sings the songs.
Sings the songs just like the original artist,
but doesn't like dress as them.
Right. But man, what an argument to have! I mean, it just couldn't get any more red than that. I love it.
Well, hold on a damn minute.
Hold your horses.
I just Googled it. A tribute artist / act is much like an impersonator, but their focus is more on recreating the sound with less emphasis on the look.
Oh, well, she was right, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. But I just love the phrase, splitting redneck hairs.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Hold your horses. He is a tribute artist.
If you're not going to say it right, don't even say it at all.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
Yeah. And he gets down.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He does the whole, like, I saw a video she sent me last week of him. They brought him up on stage at some kind of thing, and there were like 1,000 people at this Elvis convention or something. I don't know what it was. And he got up and did blue suede shoes, and he just tore it up.
Yeah.
It does the leg movements and the hips and the whole thing, and he sings the song. I was like, man, he's good at it.
Man, we got a tribute artist. How would you describe yourself? You are you said you're a vocalist last week, but you do cover songs. Yeah. So how do you describe what you do?
I've also written songs.
Right.
So I could be perceived as a, dare I say, songwriter.
Yeah, I guess you could.
You could dare to say.
No, you are. You're definitely a songwriter.
You could say that.
You're a songwriter.
You could say a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's a well-rounded family.
You're not kidding.
It's a well-rounded family. Mm-hmm. Like a little redneck round table.
It is. It is.
This is Ace and Friends.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Ace and Friends presents
I'm about to have a good day.
The Good News.
So the good news today starts in Tennessee. It's expensive to have kids in America, man. But Tennessee is offering some relief. Tennessee's Medicaid program will start covering 100 diapers a month for newborns, infants, and 1-year-olds. According to the National Diaper Bank Network, 92% of the families receiving diapers in Tennessee are working. They're just still unable to afford enough of them.
Wow.
Tennessee is the first state to help families with free diapers. That's a pretty good program, I think. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, people definitely need it.
It's one of those things that I believe we could do a lot more for people in America if we just didn't abuse how our tax dollars are spent. Like, there's enough money. But let's say, and I don't know right or wrong, what's good, what's bad in this particular scenario. I'm just using it as an example. Let's say we just kept that $44 billion, or now whatever the number is, over $80 billion that we've given to the Ukraine. What if we kept that and did stuff for American families that way?
Mm-hmm.
How much better would we be?
Look at you.
What about me?
I'm just saying.
That's why I would crush being the president. There was a man who was, we talked about that guy who lost his dog and they found him with a helicopter.
Yeah. It's amazing.
We already talked about that. And his twin brothers in Texas become obsessed with SeaWorld San Antonio as little kids. They would visit every Sunday with their parents. I can't think of anything I would want to go do every week with my kids. But hey, guys, we went last week. We've been 3 weeks in a row. I'm not going to SeaWorld again this week.
That's a big day.
I'm just not going.
Yeah, that's a big
Even
day.
when it's in your town, that's still parking.
Yeah.
It's every Sunday you're going to SeaWorld. That can't be true, can it?
Yeah, probably very expensive too.
Yeah. They even attended the week-long summer camps that were offered. Now they're 23. They're out of college, and they both have their dream jobs. They now work at SeaWorld. They are senior zoological experts.
Oh, interesting.
That's pretty cool, though. You spend your whole life wanting to do that, and then you get to do that for the rest of your life at the exact place that you've always wanted to get to do that.
Yeah. They weren't swayed by any of the negative controversy surrounding SeaWorld.
It doesn't seem that way. And the people that work at SeaWorld seem to be, a lot of them say that was, a lot of the information that was shown was, manipulated, but that they do a lot of great work.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why it's part of the good news.
Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
A hit song can enhance a movie in so many different ways. And a movie can enhance a hit song. The two things kind of go hand in hand. But there are some very famous songs from movies. But what fascinates me about this is how many Rob and Riggins will know due to the age gap.
Okay.
Like all of these most of these fall into my wheelhouse. Okay. Because I'm a little bit older than y'all. So I'm curious to see how many of these we can work through. These are, can you name the movie each hit song is in?
Ooh.
All right. And they bounce around from years. So let's start with this one. How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees? Anybody know?
No. Saturday Night Fever?
Yes, Rob. Saturday Night Fever, 1977.
That was a complete guess, but because I knew it was
Bee Gees.
Disco stuff.
Yeah, okay. Take My Breath Away by Berlin.
Oh, that's Top Gun.
Well done, Rob.
Never seen it.
Oh, my man's on fire. You've never seen Top Gun?
Really? And I tried watching the new one. I got through 10 minutes. I was like, this is awful.
You have to have watched the first one to enjoy the second one. I'll say that.
You've never seen Top Gun?
No.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so
if
good.
if it's not as good as the second one, I definitely don't want to see it.
Yeah. Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams.
Robin Hood.
Yeah. Okay, Rob.
Is that right? No.
Yeah. Robin Hood, 1991.
I've seen the video.
Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
That's Batman Forever.
That is correct. It was actually in the Neverending Story 3 in 1994.
Oh.
Then it was in Batman Forever in 1995. I didn't know that until I saw this. I just thought it was in
I
Batman
didn't know that
Forever.
either. That's crazy.
Let's see. Accidentally in Love by the Counting Crows.
Shrek.
That would be my guess as well.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 in 2004. We Don't Need Another Hero by Tina Turner. Give me the movie.
Mad Max? She was in one of the Mad Maxes.
Mad Max
The
Beyond
second one.
Thunderdome.
Yeah, it was one of the other ones.
Good.
She actually says the line like Beyond the Thunderdome.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's a good one, Riggins.
Let's see. I'm All Right by Kenny Loggins.
Oh, Caddyshack.
Well done, Rob. I'm going to come give you a hug for that one, Rob. And finally, I saved this one for last. Somebody's Baby by the great, underrated Jackson Browne. Give me the movie, somebody.
No
Many
idea.
say the greatest 80s movie of all time.
Somebody's Baby?
She's gotta be somebody. Is that the one?
Only light gonna shine tonight. Yeah. It's from the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, 1982.
I will tell you, I've never seen that one.
Oh, well, it's worth watching. That particular scene, though, she's losing her virginity.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't say Garfield.
This is Ace and Friends.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Ace and Friends. Whether it's good or bad.
Hey, did you see that?
Can you not?
Important or not.
Okay.
Don't.
Sorry.
This is the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day.
Because this is a story that proves we're taking one step closer to being too far over the line when it comes to AI. Why anyone would want this, I don't know. But there is a story out today that says Microsoft has something now they're bringing to the table called Recall. It works in tandem with Microsoft's AI Copilot. They're hyping Recall as a way to retrace your steps, allowing you to quickly flip through all of the stuff you've been doing on your computer online, through your messages, inside apps, and even within video conferencing. It is complete and total recall of every activity that happens on your computer.
Uh-oh.
It's your browser history on steroids. Essentially, it records every single activity on your computer. Then that information is fed into their AI and it's analyzed. Many people are like, oh, slow down. What about privacy? What about security? What if it failed? All of your information would be available essentially and summarized for anybody who's looking to do you harm. What if it offers incentives to corporations, advertisers, government agencies? Microsoft insists, hey, this is the future. We've thought of all that. They say the data is encrypted on your hard drive. Copilot works locally on your computer, so nothing is being sent away or is accessible in a cloud. They also say you can pause the screen recording at any time, and you can delete any data that you don't want remembered. It also won't record anything from private browsers, and the data is only available to the person whose profile was used to sign into the device.
Sure.
So it will not be randomly added to your machine in an update. To get it, you still have to purchase the new Copilot Plus PC's chip. It's still being tested, and it's just in preview status right now.
Yeah, we totally believe you, Microsoft. 100%.
Okay.
Now that you said that,
Yeah.
we totally believe
It's total. Yeah.
Come on.
We're all on board now.
Come on.
Why? I mean, I know, and people say all the time, well, they're watching everything you do anyway. Okay, but they're just straight up telling you, we're pulling all your information. Every keystroke is being saved. And then AI is analyzing it and summarizing it, which makes it super easy to sell or be stolen or for somebody to, access that information and have a nice little summary of every little thing that goes on your computer.
Mm-hmm. It's the future, though. It's the future. That's how they always code everything that's bad. But it's the future.
It's here.
Why do we have robots with machine guns? Well, it's the future.
Right.
You know what? Yeah.
That's what you'll be talking about the rest of the day now.
This is Ace and Friends.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
And years of research.
We've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
I'm of the opinion, that the national anthem is something that should be treated with kid gloves at any type of an event. You got to make sure you get that right. Here's an event where they didn't get it right. This video is going viral. It's from a high school, and these three girls, I don't know how they ended up singing the national anthem, but well, they're high school girls. I don't want to be too critical of them, but this is just not kind of the way it should go down.
Silently streaming, and the rockets run, the bombs burst.
That's the whole rest of it. There's more than a minute of that where it's still going.
I've heard some bad renditions of the national anthem, but that just seems like
it's a little, you know.
Come on, you're making a mockery of it a little bit.
I would be disappointed if that were Cade or Dax up there doing that. Like, hey,
Sure.
as soon as that was over, I'd pull them. Hey, we don't do never again.
Yeah,
that was inappropriate.
Mm-hmm. I'd be embarrassed.
They're not singers, you know.
No.
So you got to cut them a little bit of slack there.
Yeah.
Yet some people who are or feel like they're singers have done just as bad renditions of the national anthem. The most classic one of all, one of the greatest athletes of all time, Carl Lewis.
Yeah.
In one Olympics, he won 4 gold medals, 3 in sprints and 1 in the long jump. He won 4 consecutive gold medals, 4 or 5 in the Olympic long jump. That's over the course of 16 or 20 years. He was the best long jumper in the world. It's unbelievable. And then he wanted to make an album, and here he was performing the national anthem at a Chicago Bulls game. Well, that's all you need to know, really. Here we go. These are just some of the highlights, by the way.
Oh, say, can you see? And the Rockets, red flag. I'll make up for it now. For the land of the free. That was Sarge national anthem.
That's the ESPN commentator when they came back.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, that came straight off of YouTube. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
That was bad. Meatloaf did a bad one, didn't he?
Meatloaf did a real bad one.
Meatloaf had a bad one. So it is a tough song to sing. Everybody knows that. It's a tough song to sing. But yeah, you want to treat it with a little bit more respect.
You got to treat it with respect.
Yeah.
Hold up. Are you ready?
You ready? Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
My love of hotels has long been established. I love staying in a hotel. Even if it's in my own town, I just like hotels.
Yeah.
I never got to stay in hotels as a kid. I love hotels. If I get a hotel room, I like room service.
Yeah, you do.
I think it's awesome. I think hotels are exciting. Still, I've been in a lot of hotels in my life. I get excited every time I check into a hotel. It's pretty fun. 61% of people this summer will stay in a hotel on vacation. The rest will do with Airbnb or stay with family or whatever. But they put together a list. This is on BuzzFeed of on Reddit. Things that you do in a hotel room that you do not do at home. What's something you do in a hotel room that you never do at home? Number 1, blast the AC until it's 58 degrees.
Yeah.
I disagree. I do that at home.
I was going to say, unless you're Techie Rob, nobody else turns it down that far because it gets cold or you run too much electricity. Wear a robe and slippers.
Oh, I don't even do that in a hotel or at home.
I wear a robe at home all the time. I love it. It's very comfortable. But somebody said it seems like a wasted opportunity if you don't. Eat a full dinner in bed.
Yeah. Ugh.
Kick back on top of the covers, eat in a hotel room. Hell yeah. Something you do in a hotel room you never do at home. Fill an entire bucket with ice when you only need 4 ice cubes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Use a towel as a bath mat.
Yeah.
Take a really long shower. A lot of people said they take longer showers.
At hotels?
In hotels. I guess you're not worried about the water bill or whatever, so you don't feel like you're in a rush to go do something else. Something you do in a hotel room you never do at home. Look at the smoke detector and wonder if there's a hidden camera in there.
Women do that. I don't think any guys do that.
No, but women should do that.
Yeah, probably.
It's sad, but women should do that. Some people said read the Bible because a lot of hotels still have them in their nightstand.
I've never pulled out that Bible once in the hotel room.
Really?
Never.
Me either.
I'm trying to see if there was one that I missed here. Oh, and here's one more. Something you do in a hotel room that you never do at home. Wash down $16 worth of cashews with a $12 beer.
Definitely never done that. I knew that was a scam early on.
Yeah, you just can't.
There's no reason. No reason
what?
To purchase things out of the minibar.
I would beg to differ.
$16?
Just in case
you were going to pull $10 out of a toilet and you would spend that on cashews? Not even covering the cashews. You need $6 more.
Just to do it. It's like, yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get a package of M&Ms and a cold beer out of this thing because I can get it to the hotel room. It's right here. That's what's exciting about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting that on my credit card. No way.
I got a $10 package of peanut M&Ms. It's not that much. It's probably like $6.
Yeah, the same thing with the room service. I'm like, oh hell no. I value the money too much to just blow it like that.
I love it. I love ordering room service.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do it. It's like it was always too expensive, but now I do. I mean, I don't order it anymore.
It's not too expensive anymore?
Now it's too expensive, but it wasn't for a while. It wasn't too expensive.
This is Ace and Friends.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Ace and Friends.
I think it's fairly common these days to find things online that are going viral that become a movement. And sometimes you just go, I don't get it. I don't understand what this is. Riggins, can you explain this grunting trend?
I don't know. I don't know the origin of it, but it kind of makes me laugh. I mean, it's kind of funny.
It's just,
and it's easier to hear it than to describe it, but just like people being frustrated at the drive-thru.
Yeah, describing it, well, it makes no sense. Hearing it maybe might help a little bit. This has kind of become one of the hot things.
You guys are serving breakfast. Could I get a
We are not.
That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you?
Can I get a milkshake?
I'm sorry, we don't have any ice cream right now. Anything else for you?
That's the whole thing.
It's like, okay. And there are lots of those, and they get millions of views.
Yeah, just harassing people at the drive-thru.
Hundreds of thousands of likes. It's like, I guess that's a thing.
I might have been a pain in the butt when I was in high school in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Just to be obnoxious, but I think after that, I kind of left that in the past.
I think that's somebody, they're trying to do the thing that Tim Robinson does.
Is that what it is?
I think it's from one of his sketches on I Think You Should Leave.
Okay. It's a very indie
he puts his
comedic
hands
show.
on his hips. Yeah. He lowers his neck. Aww.
I have no idea what Rob's talking about right now.
It's a very...
it's very niche for sure.
Yeah.
Where would you find this particular show, Rob?
That is on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah. And what's the name of the show?
I Think You Should Leave. It's very weird. So if you don't like it, I understand.
I used to come in and ask Rob, I'm like, have you seen this? And even to describe it to somebody about what it is, you wouldn't be able to do it. It's just so bizarre. But it's really funny, some of it.
Yeah, some of them are funny, and some you're like, okay, we can wrap this up.
Yeah, this is one of those things that I just don't get.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you?
Can I get a milkshake?
I'm sorry, we don't have any ice cream right now.
And people in the comments just comment like,
Anything else for you?
don't know why I'm laughing now. In the comments, people are like, oh, this is so funny. Is it?
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler's a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Ace and Friends.
I saw something online, and it reminded me of a situation I used to find myself in all of the time, and everybody kind of mocked me for it. But is it wrong if you go to a city on business and it's a city where you have family, is it wrong if you don't contact them?
No.
It's not?
No.
Because when we used to go to Birmingham, occasionally for an affiliate visit, I always would contact my cousin Belinda Ann.
Yeah.
And just
Your aunt.
and try to see my Aunt Sissy.
Aunt Sissy, that's right.
Who has sadly since passed on. And I always wanted to try to get by to see him. And even if I couldn't, just let him know I was in town. And then we got to go in there regularly. It's like, okay, I can't
do this.
Schedule-wise, It doesn't always work out. And
Yeah.
we would get in on a Friday. You drive down. We drive 6 hours on a Friday, have a dinner, crash, get up the next morning, work all day Saturday. Then at 3 o'clock, we're on the road headed back home, that kind of thing. You know, for a 6-hour drive home, it didn't always work out. So you don't think so? You don't think it's a bad thing? If you were to go to Chicago on business for a convention, and if you didn't contact any of your family in Chicago, you wouldn't think, would they be upset with you?
No.
You don't think, Riggins?
No.
Okay.
I always have, but no, I wouldn't feel bad at all.
Do you just tell them, like, hey, just wanted you to know I'm in town for this convention. It's slammed.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know I'm in town. Just, if I get a chance, I'll give you a shout, but I'm kind of busy. Yeah.
They would be 100% cool with that.
And they should be, because you're not there. You're not there on vacation.
Right.
It wasn't like you flew into town for the weekend to see the Cubs game and didn't bother swinging by to say hello or have lunch or something.
And they're all out in the suburbs. For them, it would be like, oh, yeah. It's like a different world. So
would that bother you? Oh, well, I just know, Rob, you wouldn't even worry about that, would you?
If somebody came near us and didn't?
If you were in some town where you had family, if you were in Detroit, on business, we went to a convention in Detroit. Would you let them know, hey, I'm in town, or would you feel bad if you didn't let them know?
I probably would go. I probably would let them know if I was there and I couldn't swing by. But
Yeah, and they would understand, though. Like, oh, we get it. You're totally busy. Just we appreciate you giving us a shout.
They'd at least say that to my face.
Can you believe that son of a...
They would say it to your face.
Yeah, because what they keep saying about me up in Michigan is that I only come when there are funerals, because that's kind of true. So
the family's down on you because you only show up in Michigan for a funeral?
Yeah, and I talk trash about Michigan all the time while I'm there. So,
well, that doesn't help. Oh, I hate it up here. I can't believe you guys are still here.
Rob, I think the trash talk might be the thing that they hate you for the most.
Because one time, I've probably told you guys this, but I drove into downtown Detroit and I was like, man, it looks like the Transformers movies have been through here. Like the way the buildings look destroyed, that's crazy. Your city sucks.
This is our home.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be the issue more than anything else, Rob.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding.
Yeah,
your
no
credit.
dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
You know, when you buy a toy for your child, you don't expect that it's been tampered with.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
But such is not the case with this particular toy that has, I guess they bought it secondhand. Like a Facebook marketplace type deal. Somebody puts it up for sale. You probably got something that, cost them $30. You got it for like $3.50, something like that. But check out the dad showing off the toy here.
All right, so this is my daughter's toy she was just playing with, and check this out.
It's got some buttons on it.
My wife's laughing.
He's going to hit the first button.
Elephant.
It's a picture of an elephant, okay? Second button.
Octopus.
Picture of an octopus. Makes sense. Here we go.
Now, here we go.
Chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Yeah.
Somebody replaced the frog button with Alex Jones screaming, "There are chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay."
I love that.
That's the perfect way to tamper with a toy, though.
Now,
I mean, that's the perfect.
No foul language.
Yeah.
No nothing. I don't know if I want my kid playing with it.
I don't.
But
You mean because they'll probably go to school the next day and say the freaking frogs are turning gay?
But it does make me laugh. And I think even in that scenario, it would make me laugh. I'd be like, Dax, you can't play with that anymore, bud.
Yeah.
But that's funny.
Yeah, Alex Jones. Those little clips of Alex Jones. Come here, you coward. I mean, he's a character.
I will punch you. I will punch you in your face.
Do it to me. Come on. Maniac.
That's a fun. I just thought that was funny. And even
great.
if I were the parent, I'd be like, well, that's funny.
Yeah, done.
We wasted $3.50, but man, that made me laugh.
Oh, at a party, you pull that thing out, and people are gonna flip.
Hold up. Are you ready?
You ready? Ace and Friends.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers. Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding.
Yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
We've talked so much about food on Ace and Friends lately, specifically Technique Rob yesterday explaining how he builds a hamburger bottom up so that all of the condiments and everything touch his tongue first, which is still beyond fascinating to me.
Yeah.
But when you sit down for a meal, do you eat your favorite part of the meal first or last?
Last.
I have it as the opener and the closer.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah. I'm Mambo number 5. I'm Lou Bega when I perform live. That's the only hit I got. You're getting it first and last.
Man, you didn't have to trash talk Mambo number 5.
Yeah,
what did Lou Bega do?
I'm opening the show with Mambo number 5 and closing it. Yeah. If I have, say there's a steak, baked potato, and fries. I don't know why you'd have that many potatoes on your plate.
A lot of potatoes, but
anyway.
I hear you.
Steak, baked potato, mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I want a bite of the steak first, and then I'll begin to work in other things as I go through, as long as my closer, is still steak.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The last bite.
First bite, last bite need to be steak.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Everything else is in no real particular order, but I probably would skew heavier toward baked potato toward the end also. So that those last few bites, maybe like baked potato, steak, last bite of baked potato, last bite of steak. Finished on the high note of my favorite portions.
Yeah. I agree with that strategy.
But would you go to, do you start with the favorite thing on the plate first? Do you take a bite of that first?
No.
Really?
I try all the sides first, I think, a bite. And then I get into the steak and then work my way like you said.
Yeah, see, my way through. My first move is to my favorite thing. Let me get a little taste of what I think is my favorite thing on the plate. Okay, now I'm set up for everything else. So now I can ease off that. I don't have to wonder if that's delicious or not. It is. Now I'm moving on to other stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll come back to it periodically as long as I finish with it.
I want a steak.
Oh, want to be good right now?
Yeah.
Rob, what do you do?
I usually I end with whatever the main course is, and I start with whatever I don't want the most.
Okay.
Oh, you start with that.
So if you had steak, baked potato, mac and cheese, what would you start with?
Probably baked potato.
Okay. Really? Okay.
Yeah, mac and cheese and steak are pretty high up there for me.
But do you work them all in together or focus on one thing at a time?
One thing at a time.
Really? So you do all the baked potato, then all the mac and cheese, then the steak?
Typically, unless it's something I like, I might have a little bite before I start with the other stuff.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's one thing, next thing, next thing.
Yeah, I like them. I like getting a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. As long as you plan for the end, like I said, I'm gonna finish with these two.
A great bite. Yeah.
Maybe the last 3 or 4 bites need to be meticulously laid out. But on that, and that right there.
Sure. Oh, starving.
Yeah, I've got a little thing of like a flapjack in a cup, high protein flapjack in a cup. If you wanted to.
Yeah, can you give that to me so I can throw it out the window?
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
They say there are only 2 things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
We were just talking about food, and Rob told Reagan, I got a salad in here if you want it. Because Reagan said he was hungry.
Starving.
How about Rob dropping a salad?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
You trying to get back on the eating healthy, Rob?
Yeah.
Are you still going to the gym?
I haven't, because I was trying to let something work its magic.
Oh, that's right. You were taking it easy while you were trying something new. But you're back to eating healthy.
Well, today would be the start of it. I haven't yet.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Right.
What have you eaten today?
A Twix.
Okay, so maybe today's so far.
The day is 24 hours.
Right.
He said, I'm starting today. So
Yeah. At some point today.
You can start.
Still got time.
It might be right before I go to bed. Is when I, all right, this next 24 hours, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Twix.
It's like when most people decide they're going to start eating healthy, they decide, when I wake up tomorrow morning, man, I'm all in. I'm going healthy tomorrow. They don't have a Twix. And they go, okay, now, after this, from this point forward, I'm going healthy.
Well, yesterday, Rob left me with some Cheez-It Snapped and some Twix. And I forgot about that when I grabbed that salad out for this morning. I came in, I saw the Twix. I was like, well, I can't just leave it.
The Twix was already here. You were like, I just can't leave that Twix sitting there.
Yeah, it's got to get eaten sometime.
Yeah.
Might as well be now.
Yeah. That salad's gonna be so good after a Twix.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna drink it all this week. And then last night we had this little thing for Dax. It's like I think it's called Kinder Music.
Yeah.
But he loves it. And
you got to get buzzed for that.
Oh, afterward, no.
Oh no,
no. We sometimes it's right next to this cool little bar, so we have stopped and like had a glass of wine sitting outside or something.
Sure.
But afterwards, we go to this place to eat. It's called the Waterman, that we really like, and they had this. It was an oyster special, so we just got some raw oysters. It's like I just can't like have water, with raw oysters. So I had a spicy margarita.
Sure, dang,
it was delicious.
This was last night?
Yeah.
Tuesday night, raw oysters and spicy margaritas?
Yeah. The raw oysters were half price. They were like super cheap. Spicy margarita was full price, though.
Good Lord.
And then I got home and was like, well, I had one. I'll have one more spicy margarita and smoke this cigar that I got.
Sure. Well, please.
Then it was time for bed.
Yeah, I bet.
That was a wasted day. I went to the gym for nothing yesterday because of that. Yeah. But I'm never going to be in shape for Saturday. My wife says I'm overthinking it, worrying about being in good enough shape to be around all these younger couples this weekend.
I don't think you're overthinking it. Don't you want to look good? You at least want to look presentable amongst a bunch of younger people.
Yeah. I would hope I already look at least presentable.
Yeah, I would hope that too. But no, you're going to be fine.
This is Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
Okay, before we go, Riggins, quickly give us the favorite thing from today's edition of Ace and Friends.
Paranormal Piper was great today. We learned a little bit about our personal life, which is always fun. And I always enjoy those segments.
Splitting redneck hairs.
That's what it was,
That's
yeah.
whether or not my nephew is an impersonator or tribute artist.
A tribute artist, correct.
Yeah, I like learning the difference between the two. For
yeah,
sure.
he's more, again, he's a tribute artist, not an impersonator.
Big difference. Big difference.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which we learned today, and that's always fun.
Yeah, it just reminds me of that classic story of my dad and his buddies that were in that someplace. I think it was in New Orleans one night. There was an Elvis impersonator in there.
Yeah.
You know, my dad literally was in high school when Elvis hit.
Yeah.
And the world changed. Like, that's his wheelhouse. He was a huge Elvis fan. And the guy came out and yelled, "I am the king." My dad stood up and said, "The hell you are."
Yeah, he didn't like that.
And after about the third time he said it, the guy had to stop the show and tell my dad and his friend, "Hey guys, I'm an impersonator, so I'm saying the things that Elvis. I'm not really saying I'm the king." They're like, "You better not. You ask before we get out of here."
There's only one damn king,
yeah,
and you
he
ain't
admitted that he handled that poorly.
Yeah, maybe in retrospect, you're like, I could have.
Years later, I was like, "Why would you do that?" He goes, "I was drunk. I shouldn't have been in there to begin with. That was,
Yelling at the impersonator.
I didn't do that. That guy was just trying to make a living. And he was good. I just didn't want to hear it."
Sure, I get it. I don't get it, but
right. You'll never get it, hopefully.
This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.